It's proven times and times again that when you put a little bit aside, eventually you'll get there slowly but surely. Hi everyone, welcome to Sensen's Creation. Today we are going to do a cash stuffing. And guys, I didn't get this money from the bank. I was a bit late to go in there, but I got this from the ATM, so it would do for this time. These dollar bills are so crispy, so I'm gonna count it this way. So we have $28, and that give me $788. And this is going to be a short video because I already filled out the envelopes in my wallet and I have already spent some also. So let's jump right into the binder for my high priority sinking funds. Emergency is going to get the usual $50, and I do not have too many envelopes to stuff for this time because my focus is going to be on the travel envelope. You guys know that if you have seen my videos, and the trip is coming up sooner than expected, so that is one of the reasons I want to finish the saving challenges before I go on a trip, so that I have some money that I can use there for my spending and for any other thing. Bill is going to get skipped. And guys, for the travel, I want to finish this today if I can. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need $700 to complete this, and the trip is coming up sooner than expected, but I'm going to finish this today, and once I'm back, I'm going to focus my priority on other things so that I can allocate them to something else. But guys, I'm hoping I don't spend all the money here on a trip. I did plan out how much I want to spend on each categories, but hopefully I don't need to spend all of them. When I'm back, I'm planning to allocate that to the other categories, maybe some to emergency, the bills, and Christmas, or put whatever left back in a travel, and then try to prioritize other categories more than these categories. Since I'm going to spend these, we will see how I want to handle these. So $700. Let's see if I have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20, 40, and then 50. So I need $50 more. And guys, one more thing I want to do also is take the money out of this. So I just started using this saving challenge. It is from Mrs. Million, and I'm going to take the money out of this. It's not much in there yet, but I feel like once I'm back from the trips, I'm going to focus on these so that I have more money to allocate to this, and whatever I can earn from this, I can allocate later to my sinking fund savings. But for now, I think because I want to finish this savings now, so I will reallocate that today. And to me, I think it's okay, guys, to reallocate or reanalyze your situation and see what fits your situation best at that moment. As for right now, I really want to finish this, and either way, guys, you save here, you save there, is savings. So I think it's okay. Okay, I only have $10, and this one I think maybe less than $10. Let's see, $5, $6, $7, $8. But yes, we got some money, and this I just added to this, guys. So when I don't have the exact denomination for this, I can put what I have there and then allocate to this later once I hit the amount. And this money that I put it in here, it was from my groceries leftover. So whatever I have left, I put it in here. But guys, I have also been thinking about doing buffer for my groceries. Like whatever I have left from my groceries, I want to put in an envelope and maybe see how much I have left, or at the end, if it can become a month ahead for my groceries eventually, that would be awesome. So we will see. There's so many things I have been thinking of. Okay guys, so we have $18. I'm gonna take $2 from this. Okay. Now we have $70. I need $30 more, and then I will finish this challenge. And guys, whatever I have left is going to be for my saving challenges. And do you guys do this as well? Like, you know, rethink of your saving strategy, or, you know, like the way you do the savings? Because I have some new ideas all the time of the way I want to do this or that, but I don't want to change too much because, you know, sometimes you need to stick with the system, and if it's working well, you know, you should keep going with it. But then if there is some spot you should adjust, then you adjust accordingly, but don't do it super often like the way I have come up in my head. You know, there was so many times that I'm like, oh, maybe I should do this, that, or like the way I changed my binder. So it's kind of like that. But no, I haven't changed too much yet of the way I do the saving. I just now switching to do my saving challenges instead of allocating from my bi-weekly budget. So whatever I have play here with the games, I'm going to allocate the money later to my low priority sinking fund binder. Okay guys, I'm not going to color this. I'm just gonna do a check mark because I have to remove the marker anyway. I forgot what video I watched that this person did the same, that, you know, she was so close to finishing the challenge, and I think she was finishing the same day, so she just do a big check mark. If you remember that, or if you do that, please let me know in the comment. But I got this idea from that. Instead of me coloring this, I'm just gonna do a big check mark that I completed. And guys, we can count this money at the end. How much did I save, guys? Are you excited? I am super excited, guys, because in the past, you will not believe, I will not have this money sitting here. Like, I would allocate the money, put them in my bank account, and then, you know, have a really high hope and determination that I'm not going to use it for what it's not intended for. But there were days that I'm so tired, I was so bored and just looking for something to do. Just scroll through social media, got sucked into those, and then decided to buy something that the money was not intended for. So that has been going on and off, guys, so many times last year. But until I'm back to this, I feel like I'm doing a little bit better. There's still time that I feel tempted, but I was able to stop myself. At times I was not able to, but there are times that I can do it. So it is still an ongoing process. It is hard, but as long as I don't give up, I think I will win myself eventually. And I'm already seeing the progress here, guys, because I will not have this money sitting here. Usually when I have, okay, for example, I have an event coming up and I know it's going to be expensive or something, I plan the money. Okay, I set some money aside, but like I told you, there was some day come, you know, I spend it for something I was not intended to. So when that event comes, I need to allocate the money separately on my bi-weekly budget. So instead of my money that I can allocate to saving, you know, to saving a little at a time for different categories, it's gone because I have to budget this huge amount, this big chunk from my paycheck, and then I might not have enough money left for other things. That was such a hard thing to break for me personally. Sinking fund saving is such a great way to save, great way to get started on saving for the known or unknown expense. It's proven times and times again that when you put a little bit aside to save for unexpected things or expected things, eventually you'll get there slowly but surely. And I'm so proud of myself that I get here. And I know I did have to allocate a lot toward this at the end. 2 years ago, I went on a trip and I know it was going to be expensive for the flight and the expenses. And what I did was that I did set aside how much I need to put each paycheck so that I can buy the plane ticket and also the expenses. And I did eventually save up and I got a plane ticket. Later on, I did spend that money that I saved for other expenses towards something else. And when the time come that I have to go on a trip, I didn't have enough for those expenses, so I had to budget those big chunks from my bi-weekly paychecks. So that was not fun at all, guys, because there was something that I need to stretch every dollar so that I can cover this, or I didn't have enough. But I have more for these stories later on that I will be sharing with you guys in a different video. For now, I just want to let you know that it's such an amazing system. You know, it gets you to think about your spending habit. But I also want to be honest with you guys. I went a little bit nuts with my spending last month. It was so bad, guys, and most of the majority was about beauty products. I love trying new skincares, new foundation, new contour, new blush, you know, all those things. I just love them. And I know the reason. I think that is what it is. I have seen a lot of videos on, you know, like you should budget the money for your spending. And I've seen people allocate the money for their weekly expense or bi-weekly expense for their spending budget. And that is one of the things that I don't have. You know, I think I might be a little bit restrictive on that. And when it comes to that, I think you get to the point that you just reach the limit and you just want to spend on things that you really want. And that was what happening to me, and I spent a lot of money on beauty products. I felt terrible, but I also feel like it's got me to look at my spending habit actually, and you know, the balance of it. If you are focusing too much on saving on certain things, but you don't allow yourself to have $5 a week, $10 a week for something that you really like, maybe that might get you to the point that you break. But I'm pretty sure that some people can have a control on that, and yes, I am sure that we all can do that. But to get there, it's really gonna take a lot of patience, a lot of determination, a lot of discipline, and I'm not there yet. But guys, I have realized the step there, you know, and I know now that I'm going to allocate maybe for my spending category, maybe $5 every bi-weekly. Why not, right? And maybe some week I won't even spend that $5. I can save that up, and you know, eventually it will build up to something that I can spend on something that I really want. So I have a lot to think about it, guys, and I have seen, you know, people allocate for spending, and I think I should do that. You know, it's allow yourself to enjoy little things, even though it's just $1 or $2, you know, it's something. So I might do that. But you might wondering, where are those money coming from? You know, where are the money that I used to spend on all my beauty products? Did I go on my credit card, or what did I do? So I didn't do any of that. But I used the money from my occasion envelope, guys. It's this envelope, and I felt so bad, guys. You know, at the moment when you spend it, you might not think about it, or you might not feel super bad about what you spend. But when you get to sit down and think about it over and over, then you realize that, what have I done? So that was exactly what I did, and yes, I feel so bad, and I did you know, like I said, for the products that I didn't use, I did return and got some money back, but it's still not enough as much as I spent on this. So this category is now less than what it has before, but guys, I'm going to build it back up. And now I know what I need to do to maybe might fix it. I'm going to see how that is going. But saving is such a journey, guys. You find ways, you find your misstep, you find your rough path, but you are going to get to where you want to be. You are going to find your way out of this. You are going to find your way that works for you. And it might not be pretty at first. It might be a lot of rough roads, but you are going to get there eventually, and I feel the same, that I'm going to get there, and I have already seen a progress. And one of the things, guys, that I'm super proud of this is that I didn't touch any of my emergency. Emergency is such a big thing for me, because before I would tell you everything is an emergency for me. My makeup, do I need a new makeup? Yes, I will get to my emergency. I want to eat out more. I don't have enough money in my eating out category. Emergency. I want a new outfit. Oh, this dress is so pretty. Emergency. So everything was an emergency for me. And guys, that was such a big lesson for me, because that was not the way I really want my financials to go. And eventually, you guessed it, I had nothing left for my emergency, because everything was an emergency. But I have learned, and I have tried my very best to not touch that. Until this day, I still haven't touched it. But yes, I did went out of the road and spend the money from a category that the money was not intended for. But lesson learned, guys. We are humans. We are only humans, right? And we are trying our best to be where we want to be, and I have realized that, and I'm going to try new things to see if that will get me out of doing this or going back to this habit. So I will keep you guys posted on that. But yes, if you guys have done the same, or you have any tips or tricks on not touching any of these, please let me know. And one of the things I want to do also is to add a buffer envelope. But guys, with the situation I have right now, I try to allocate everything I can, but sometimes I don't have enough money to play the games or to allocate to this or that. So we will take one step at a time. And like I told you, I have so many ideas with the way I want to do this or that, but I need to really slow down and focus and just take a baby step. Right? Okay, guys, so back into this. We finished this, and we are going to count this at the end. But you know what? I'm going to leave this for the condensing video, because I have to take the money back to the bank. So I'm going to do that, and let's count that there instead, right? I think this is the longest video of the chatting. I usually don't do too much chatting. I think what I have been observing of myself in these videos, but I have so many more things that I want to share with you guys, my roller coaster journey. And yes, take a lot of work to get to where I'm at, and I hope also, guys, that you are able to find your way out. You are able to find your own method that works for you and the way that you want to handle your savings. And let's put this one back in the emergency. And that is all I have for this, guys. It's super short stuffing this, but a lot of talking. But I really appreciate you staying till the end. I hope you enjoy and stay for the ride on the next video. Bye!